Well, hello guys, just a quick intro into Camilla and I's adventures in Scotland, and a quick warning in advance, this video contains luxury. We've been staying in some very nice accommodation. Anyway, I'm still thinking of getting a camper van, so don't give up on Camilla and I roughing it yet. And indeed, if we lived in Scotland, Camilla and I would definitely be getting a camper van, because there are no limits here. You can park anywhere. Anyway, that's for future adventures. What have we been getting up to in Scotland on Camilla and I for your delectation over the next couple of weeks? Yeah, so Camilla and I started our Scottish adventures at Saddle Bay on the Kintyre Peninsula, and we stayed in a marvellous lodge there, very close to the bay, and we got a couple of videos from there. One was on gannets diving in Saddle Bay, and another one was on the ringed plover. Yeah, nice little wading bird again from Saddle Bay. And then an unusual one on Camilla and I, we actually had bats in the belfry. Well, they weren't actually in the belfry, but we did have bats in the lodge. So yeah, I did a quick video on bats. Anyway, we'll see if that one's any good. And the other seabird Camilla and I filmed on Kintyre was the shag. Mostly around our area in southern England we have the cormorants, but up here it's mostly shags. So we got some lovely shags on a rock. They were sort of nesting, little colony. Is it a colony? Flock of shags. Anyway, whatever they were, they made a delightful subject, and they were not far from the road at all. So I got some great shots of shags. So there's a short shag. Can I get that right, really? Short shag video coming soon. So next on Camilla and I's adventures, we went to south of Girvan to Ballon Tray, and we stayed in a house over the weekend which had an awful stag theme and Robbie Burns. Anyway, I'll spare you the gruesome details. It was an Airbnb private house, so we won't go there. Anyway, say I've saved you the images from that one. Anyway, we got more gannets diving into the bay at Ballon Tray, but it was pretty poor photographically, to be honest. We were only over there in the weekend, and we were sort of catching up on the internet and various catch-up weekend things. So anyway, nothing really to tell about Ballon Tray, and indeed the Elsa Craig trip on the small boat got cancelled as well. So apologies, no Elsa Craig video or colonies of birds being tossed around in a small boat. Sorry about that one, missed that one, but another time. So last of all on our Scottish trip adventures, we're here at Deweys. Well, this is how the locals pronounce it. It's the old place of Monreith, and it's a property built in the 1600s, an old fortified house. Ooh, absolutely marvellous. As I say, we've done a fair bit on Camilla and I in the luxury stakes. Anyway, after a fair amount of driving, I should think this will be about a 1,500 mile road trip on Camilla and I. So we've done our fair bit of driving, and what we thought we'd do is stay around the house because it is so lovely here. And what we've done here is basically barn swallows, and I've taken a few pictures of the resident jackdaws, which are around about as well. They're nesting in the barn. So hopefully the idea with the barn swallow video was to give you an idea of how Camilla and I have gone about getting our photographs over this 2 weeks hard-working vacation or road trip. We have done 1,500 miles, yeah, we just demonstrate how we go about getting the shots. So hopefully that'll make an interesting video on Camilla and I on vacation, how we get the shots. So over the next 5 weeks or so, Hope to show you videos from Arran, Kintyre, Dumfries and Galloway here in Scotland. So anyway, hopefully there'll be something of interest. So don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more luxurious wildlife adventures on Camilla and I. I love Scotland. It has been absolutely gorgeous here, despite the famous Scottish rain. We have done pretty well.